Yo. What's happening, everybody, man? Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. We about to get into this, man. Obviously, we got some news, whether you want to call it good, call it bad, call it nothing. Shit, it's some news.
Is this the first episode of Dobbs Curb Stomp?
Yeah, man. No, first episode of Dobbs Curb Stomp.
You're stomping on him before he even saw the field.
We're stomping on him before we even see the field. You hear me? Like, I ain't even trying to, I'm not even trying to deal with it, man. This is a move that, all right, so we can get right into it, man. But hold on, real quick, man. Let's give some shout outs, man. Shout out to the SKOL'd bro in the building. I see you. Shout out Papa Gary in the building, man. Happy Skol'd, man. Let's get it, man. We got Mary in the building. Let's go, Mary. My worthless opinion. Appreciate you tapping in. SKOL'd for life, Barber. He gonna fade you up. You hear me? He gonna fade you up, man. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We know more people will probably tap in. I just shared on my community tab, so hopefully people see it and come rock with us tonight, man. But yeah, man, let's talk about it, man. Like Felicia, appreciate you, Felicia, tapping in with us tonight. Appreciate you tonight tapping in. But let's talk about it, man. All right, we got Joshua Dobbs on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll let you go first because I'm probably gonna rant for a minute there, but you can go first.
It just brings back memory bringing in Josh Freeman. It really does. And they're both named Josh, and
that ain't good. That ain't good memories. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
A lot of these guys already heard what I had to say in the past one, but it's you, me, and Justin that all think that Jaren Hall's our quarterback, and
yeah.
And people say, well, why did they bring him in? They don't have any faith in Jaren Hall. They don't have any faith in Sean Mannion. Remember, these are the guys. This is the coaching staff that cut Sean Mannion.
Yeah.
All right. So he was on the street, and they brought him back just to hold a clipboard because we needed an emergency quarterback. And why not bring a guy in that knew the offense and was Kirk Cousins' golf caddy? You know, so it's like that's why Sean Mannion. I tweeted out, the same people freaking about Sean Mannion holding the clipboard or freaking out over Josh Dobbs holding the clipboard. I really think it's Jaren Hall's job to lose right now. And if he comes out, beats Atlanta, looks good doing it, he's got a second week. And also another thing is that this says a lot to what Mullins is going through his injury, his back injury. Is that, hey, we just need to wait one more week. We could have went and got a guy off the street and been our emergency quarterback. But no, we went and made a trade. We basically got him for free.
Right.
Because
when
we
traded about the Cleveland, right?
We swapped 6 and 7s and actually traded Cleveland and got a 6 back.
Right.
So we actually have more picks than when we started with. So I'd have been more happy with like bringing in the Colt McCoy to be the backup dude. There's no ties to this Josh Dobbs. Although we do sound like a buddy cop movie with Dobbs and Hall right now. It's like a buddy cop movie, like Starsky and Hutch. We got Dobbs and Hall.
Yeah, like all right. So and shout out Mary. I see you, Mary. Appreciate you tapping in with us tonight, my love.
Mary, you and me both. I don't want to see Mannion on the field, man. He's thrown one touchdown. Yeah. It was with the Vikings. He did it in purple. He got to keep that ball. And that's the only memory I will allow him to have going forward.
Yeah, I don't want to see Mannion on the field. I don't want to see Dobbs on the field. Listen, so we had a little go back and forth in our group chat. Dave knows, man. Me and SK, like with SK saying it's a good move. He's gonna keep us competitive, and I'm like,
he's saying he's starting.
How?
Right?
Like what team has he ever made competitive?
Starting, right?
Huh? Yeah, they think he's starting. They want him to start.
As these guys thought he was going to be.
Like we Daily save the season.
All Purple Daily, One Barn Lupkus, they think he's coming in to start. Like, and then I think a bunch of guys do, and the national media for sure. The whole national media thinks he's going to start too, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Bro, it's like I think what it is too as Vikings fans. I think our standards are just really low when it comes to quarterback. Like we get excited behind garbage, man. We do, man. And you know what? This moment really makes us appreciate Kirk Cousins, which is good. You know what I mean? Because it probably makes some fans sit back and look at it like, because even me, where you look at it like, damn, we really in a effed up position right now. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a lot more optimistic than probably a lot of people as far as Jaren Hall.
Jaren Hall, yeah.
I mean, I think I'm ready to watch him. I'm ready to watch him. I said it. I just released the video, y'all, on my channel. Actually, it was a little late, but I just put it out. I forgot to release it, and I just hit the button to release it, so y'all can go have fun with that after the video. But yeah, man, I pretty much am like, yo, I'm excited. I'm not excited for how Kirk went out. That's unfortunate, man. If I could have it my way, Kirk would be out there finishing off this season. We making a playoff push and seeing what happens, right? But hey, it is what it is. We got to deal with what's in front of us. And I wouldn't want it no other way than to have the young guy that we drafted, you know what I mean, that these guys went and spent a 5th-round pick on, because fifth round, you could have got a damn guard. You could have got, a defensive tackle in the 5th. You could have went and got anything in the 5th, but you decided to get
we got Roy in the 5th.
Well, yeah, you did, because you got 2 in the 5th. Yeah, but you could have got some more. Could have got 2 of them. Could have got 2 of them. But you decided to get a quarterback coming out of BYU, Jaren Mahomes Hall. So of course we want to watch him, man. Of course we want to see what he can do. Listen, I just watched Will Levis damn near look like the best quarterback in this year's draft on Sunday, man. This dude was on fire, man. This dude was out there just having his way. I'm like, yo, there's a possibility there, man. There's a possibility.
And good news is we're playing the defense that gave up those 4 touchdowns.
Exactly. So, hey, there's a possibility there, man. But again, to go back to Josh Dobbs really quick is, I don't want to bash the guy, and he's literally a rocket scientist. So, it's funny, Rick Eisen, man, that was hilarious. They're like, you tell a quarterback to come in and you say, hey, man, you can learn the playbook in a week. This isn't rocket science. And it's like, this guy literally is a rocket scientist. So, like, he can learn the playbook pretty fast, we're guessing.
I knew he was smart.
Yeah, he's actually a rocket. Yeah. So it's like a smart kid, man. Nice guy. Love his attitude, everything about him. He seems okay. But the play on the field, to say that a guy like Josh Dobbs is going to come in and save our season, man. The same people that would say they don't want Baker Mayfield and shit like that, but like we get Josh Dobbs and all of a sudden there's excitement there. It's just weird, man. Like, Josh Dobbs is not a good quarterback, guys. I'm just letting you know that right now. He's not.
For me, it's, again, the Josh Freeman thing. We bring in a guy late in the season. We think he's going to save the season, whatever. We were in a worse situation when we brought Freeman in, but
even Freeman is better than Dobbs. No, and that's saying a lot.
Career-wise, yeah. Like, leading up to us getting him, yeah, he definitely had a better year. And people were talking about, Nick Mullins, and comparing him to, like, someone was saying, like Casey Keenum, right? Well, when we got Casey Keenum, he was 29, but at age 27, he wasn't anything. Right. And actually, Mullins is better than Casey Keenum was at age 27. Right. So, and I said that in the last show, but I'm beating a dead horse with that. But I would be like, Mullins would be our guy right now if he was healthy. Like, that would be our guy. Hall wouldn't even get the opportunity. But leading up to this, Kevin O'Connell was talking about how he's been helping the defense by just playing really well and and really taking it to the defense in the offseason. They drafted him in the 5th. Go look at that draft video of him. These guys are chest bumping a 5th round, chest bumping and high fiving and screaming and yelling, clapping on a 5th rounder. You go look at all the other picks. The only other one they did that was Addison. They were like happy and shaking hands, but these guys were ecstatic. They got Hall.
They like him.
They really like this dude. And then especially the interview that they did at the combine, they just like this kid.
They were talking about that
productive in college.
Yeah. So and some fun notes about him that I heard today was, one of the smartest, right? One of the smartest in the whole class.
I just assumed that. But yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is one of the smartest as far as the little test goes. So one of those, and this was a better stat to me, was the fact that he was number 2 in completion percentage with it when he had a clean pocket, under right under CJ Stroud. So in the whole nation
Compared
last
him to
season in
CJ
college football.
Stroud because of the whole he had the similar stats and few picks. Like
Right.
he had that going, and they're both semi or pretty good mobility, but we're not. Those are the two guys I compared to each other.
Yeah. So, and I get what I like what Mary said. Dobbs is going to.
Did you say
Dobbs is
CJ
not
Stroud?
going. Yeah, CJ Stroud. Yeah, he's right
Sorry,
under
I was
CJ
thinking the
Stroud.
Tennessee quarterback. Never mind. I didn't compare him to CJ Stroud.
No, well, so CJ Stroud had the highest completion percentage with the clean pocket, but Jaren Mahomes Hall was number 2 in the whole nation last season in college football. So that tells you something. Like when he gets protected, and it plays good, because what have the Vikings been doing well lately?
Protecting
The quarterback. So that's
and look at that third down throw. That was not his first read.
That was a nice throw. Exactly. And that's another thing real quick, Dave, that I want to say. I've been watching Jaren Hall film for the past 2 days. All right. Ever since Kirk went down, I said, you know what? Let me go back and dig into Hall and just kind of see, and just kind of, look at some stuff, get some excitement out of it, because we need something at this point, right? So when we have a player of the caliber of our quarterback going down, I wanted to go watch some more highlights, watch some film, and kind of just get excited again. And I'm gonna tell you right now, what I love about Jaren Hall, bro, is this man is not a one-read quarterback. You have a lot of quarterbacks in college that sit there, they make one read and throw. Man, Mahomes Hall, his head stays on a swivel, and he even did it on Sunday. I mean, he did it on Sunday on that, man. He went to his first progression, hit his second one. Like he's really good at going through his progressions fast. You can see it. So, man, listen, I think that he's about to surprise a bunch of Vikings fans. Now, am I saying that he's going to be, QB1 for the rest of the the rest of our fandom? I'm not saying that right now. But what I am saying is there is a chance, though. There is a chance. You know what I mean? Definitely a chance.
My floor we drafted him, I said my floor was that he was going to be a really good backup in this league.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like he was going to be a really good backup, like a very good one. And that was my floor for him. Now, just his physical ability, his mobility, he's got a strong enough arm. He's accurate, and I talked about his superpower being back shoulder fades and deep balls. I mean, if you go look at his highlights, all those touchdowns were back shoulder where only he could catch it. Yep. It was like Justin Jefferson against what was that? Oh, it was against the Bears. Was it against the Bears? He threw that back shoulder, or we tried to draw the guy off sides and it worked, and then we threw the deep ball.
Oh, the Panthers.
That was the Panthers game. Yeah. He did that all the freaking time in BYU.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Talk about a spiral. Like if you go watch his highlight, he doesn't throw a duck at all. He never throws a damn duck. That boy got a spiral on him. You hear me? Like that bitch can throw. Hey, look, and look, we're here to hype him up somewhat, because at the end of the day, we got to deal with it. This is what we have. And you know what? I feel a lot better saying, hey, we drafted a guy like Jaren Hall. Hey, it's his time. It's unfortunate how he's getting his opportunity, but it's a blessing for him, because, hey, here you go, young man. Here are the keys. Show us what you got, because this could be the story of your career right here, and
Kurt Warner 2.0.
To Kurt Warner, Dak Prescott, Tony Romo. I mean, there's a couple quarterbacks in this that were in a position like this that were rookies. Brock
Dak
Purdy
was a fourth
recently.
rounder, wasn't he?
Yeah, Dak was a 4th rounder. I mean, shit, Tony Romo was undrafted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to be these guys, but I'm saying as Vikings fans, man, we got to sit back and take what we can get right now, man, and be hyped. You know what I mean?
The fact that he dropped to the 12th quarterback in the draft, that's why these guys were freaking happy. They didn't expect to get him.
Right. And this exactly. And the truth is this, man, we have no other damn option, because I'm going to tell you right now, if we go into this thing saying that we're about to put our season on Joshua Dobbs, bro, we have an issue, bro. What I'm not agreeing with some fans are we haven't even seen Jaren Mahomes Hall play yet, but you will say that Joshua Dobbs is better? How? I mean,
I
that
put
to
the
me,
same
how
thing
do
out
you
there.
say
Can
that?
someone explain that? Don't just tell me he's better. Tell me why you think he's better.
Yeah, like how
Because
is
there's
he
nothing
better?
out there that shows me that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that.
He's bigger, he's stronger, he's a more and he's he run. I don't think he's any
We can't
faster.
even say he's more mobile. We can't even say
Yeah,
he's
I
more
can't say he's
mobile.
more mobile, but he's bigger and stronger. I could
That's
say
it.
that.
He was born taller.
He was born
with
2 inches taller.
Yeah.
That's what he's better at.
I mean, but to say that he's already better than Jaren Hall, and I'm gonna tell
He
you,
did have 800 yards rushing against Tennessee, but at Tennessee,
we can say experience, right? But he's only played 16 total games, and he's been in the league since 2018, and 8 of those games were this year. All right. So in a spread of 5 years, you feel me? Like, I mean, come on, man. He's been backup to a backup. He's been on practice squads. Like, listen, there's a reason why Pittsburgh didn't want him, Tennessee didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? The Falcons are okay with trading his ass. Like, there's a reason for that, guys. Like, we're not looking at this guy. All I'm saying is he's not about to save a damn thing. All right. So if we like, I hope the chat's right. You feel me? Like, I hope the chat, Mary, I hope y'all right. I hope he came in just so we don't have to play Sean Mannion. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what's the difference between him and Sean Mannion? I don't fucking know. To me, there isn't.
I'd take him over Sean Mannion.
I mean, yeah, I would take him over Sean
I would bring him to
Mannion.
Christmas freaking dinner over Sean Mannion. Although Sean Mannion, okay, dude, you're a good dude, but hey, like these quarterback ratings. The last 4 games before he actually had 2 really
he got
decent
benched,
games.
Didn't he get benched?
And they asked him why he changed his mind about him being the starter. He says, I went back and watched the tape. 50 quarterback ratings, 57.6, 58.5, 68.5, 77.3. Those were his last 4 games.
The man got benched, man. The man got benched in Arizona, y'all. Like,
he does have 2 more rushing touchdowns than our entire team.
Yeah, I guess he could be our running back. He could be our running back.
He would improve our rushing attack.
Yeah, that there could be true. He could improve our running back room though. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too, man. I feel bad, but I gotta be an honest fan, bro. And when I'm not happy with something, I'm not happy with something. Cause like, and I know Dayon, I see you say Dobbs was signed as a safety net, but I look at it like this. You could have picked up a guy, man. You know what I mean? You know how many quarterbacks are out there? Shit, I would have rather Cam Newton. I'm gonna keep it real. I know some people don't like Cam Newton, but goddamn,
I don't want him in that locker room.
Man, shit, I would have took him over Joshua Dobbs. That's the problem, man. We always trying to go with these nice guys and these old nice.
Dobbs is probably one of those.
Hey, look, hey, bring in some fire.
Me and Justin had the same thought. Believe it or not, me and Justin were like firing on the same cylinders this last show, and we thought that Dobbs would make sense for the fact that if someone did go down, we had to put him in there. We could play street yard football with him, running RPOs the whole game. All he has to know is 5 plays, and that would make sense. That would be the thing that makes sense to me. If they think more of him, I'm like, oh no. But hey, I mean, it's not like he's got a weak arm. It's not like he's not mobile. He's not like he's not smart, but he just hasn't. He's had his opportunities.
Right. Because my thing is this too, though. When you think about the whole situation, right? Josh Dobbs, even bringing in a back, like obviously you're not going to be able to bring in a guy that's going to be at the caliber of Kirk Cousins off of the streets. Like, that's impossible, right? But when you think about Kirk Cousins' game, and then you think about Josh Dobbs' game, bro, they're totally different quarterbacks, man. I mean, on totally two. Like, that's why I say like a Colt McCoy, would have been more, okay, I see where they're going. A guy that, is known to be a pocket guy, been in the league. Now, he has some good experience. He's played a ton of games, and you know what I mean? Hey, look, I mean, maybe there was something, because they brought him in, and something must have happened where, I don't know, maybe they just weren't clicking, or he looked that bad. But it's like, yo, like, shit, I would have liked the Taylor Heineke. Like a Taylor Heineke from the Falcons.
He's starting for him.
He's starting now, though, but something like that would have been intriguing, bro.
If you told me that he was going to get a second swipe at us 2 years in a row, man, I'm going to be pissed.
But ask yourself this, though. Like, I mean, even Case Keenum right now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to take it that far. Case Keenum definitely getting older now, but it's like, bro, is he still in the league?
Nursing home.
Is he still in the league, though?
Oh, someone said he was like third string for Texans or something like that. I didn't know. Yeah. Let me look. Casey Keenum.
But it's like, bro, like all I'm saying is the style of quarterback you were going to bring in. Yeah. So the style of quarterback to me just doesn't make sense either, because you got a quarterback like Kirk go down, but yet you bring in a guy like Dobbs who is more of a, running type quarterback. He likes to run the football. And to me, his arm is not that good, man. His accuracy is.
He's played on 5 teams since
god awful. Who? Case Keenum?
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
He's played on 5 teams since the Vikings, 8 overall. Texans twice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a weird feeling, man, today with that move. Especially, I guess part of it makes me feel it would have been different, I think, if Joshua Dobbs wasn't on anybody's team and we just picked him up. I think, although, I mean, yeah, I get it. We traded, but we still had to get rid of Cleveland to obtain that, to make it seem like a wash. What I'm saying is,
what do you think of Cleveland trade?
I think it's okay. I mean, I feel like we probably could have got more. You know what I mean? Well, we get a 6th round pick in 2025,
but
it's not even next year, right?
It's Carolina's 6th round pick, though. I think it's next year's.
Oh, it's next year's. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, I think.
But it's Carolina.
I guess that's about his worth. I'm not like super mad at.
Well, I think he's worth more, but you're not going to get that. You know what I'm saying? He's the end of.
That's why I say, like, that's pretty much his market value.
He might be for someone that could be a rental for a team. You're not going to get much more than that. So we kind of is a nice little deal. We got a high 6th round pick. I guess I'm being told that was the pick. It's a pick from Carolina originally. So yeah, it might be a high 6th round pick. My thought is, this is my take, is that it forced Kwesi, and I said this in the last show, Kwesi forced Kevin O'Connell to play Dalton Reisner. And he's not replacing Dalton Reisner. Right. Yeah. He's not taking the job back. He's gone now. So
he out of there.
Forced that. And the fact that we did not have faith in Kwesi. I mean, I was pretty worried. I wasn't out there going, Kwesi, you suck because you didn't solve the offensive line.
Right.
But once I was pissed only because of Ed Ingram, right? But he went out and got that Quisenberry, he got that guy from Atlanta for a little more depth. Brandel moved him to guard. He looked good in preseason. Mm-hmm. Then you got, and then Schlottman came in at center and played great for him, or good at least. And then sure enough, our offensive line's gelling now, and we're one of the best offensive lines in the league. We just don't have running backs to actually hit the holes.
I know, right?
Or but they're just not playing.
That's what sucks the most of starting a rookie quarterback, is not having a running game, bro. Like,
he's gonna be forced to do something. He cannot sit there and just let Madison pound against that or miss holes. He just can't. He's gonna be forced to play the other 2 guys now.
Yeah.
Kirk's not there to bail you out.
Sarah, Sarah must be a Dobbs fan. Sarah, you liking Dobbs, huh? You liking Dobbs? I don't know if I'm with you on that. I mean, I like him as a person. But like, I don't know, man. Like, saying like signing him keeps the guys motivated.
They have done that this year. They have done that this year where they signed somebody and it lit a fire under them, because they weren't when they got Reisner, they were still not the offensive line they are right now. Yeah.
I guess my question is, how does Dobbs motivate you? Like, I guess that's where I'm confused at.
I feel like Hall doesn't need that. Like, he doesn't need someone come in and motivate him. I think he's self-motivated. This guy
I'm saying, like, how does Dobbs even motivate the team? Like, to say, like, okay, guys, I see you guys are trying to still save the season by bringing in Josh Dobbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is so? I don't know. I guess because he beat the Cowboys.
Well, we didn't sell Danielle Hunter.
Yeah,
we could have got picks for him. So
I just think the locker room would be a lot better that would probably like more to say, hey, let's rally around our boy Jaren Mahomes Hall, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like, hey, this is the guy that's been with us. We've seen him in practice. Kevin O'Connell said that he got reports from the players that came up to him and told him what he was like in the huddle, and his cadence and everything was just spot on. He's got that booming voice too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a nice little feature for a quarterback. And tell you the truth, Kirk Cousins' voice cracks a lot. Like he doesn't have that booming voice. So this guy's
I get what Sarah. Okay, I get you, Sarah. Like you don't like him, but I get what you're saying though. I see my worther's opinion.
I can see that.
You, Sarah. I mean, if you like them, you like them. I ain't mad at you if you did like them. You know, trust me, there's a group out there that likes them. You know, and
dude, I got this guys.
I think it's because our standards as Vikings fans are so low when it comes to the quarterback position. Like, you know, we get excited about
this guy says, "Told you, Purple Hulk, Hall isn't ready, so now it's Dobbs show." SKOL'd.
And it's like, yo, like why?
Is he in here?
Why?
I haven't seen him.
I'm quick to jump on our quarterback's back. Like even Hall, he's not going to be exempt. You know what I mean? If he goes out there, but it's like, yo, like we ain't even see the kid play yet, man. Like, God damn, at least let him play us.
4 exclamation points. We got Dobbs with 4 exclamation points. And
God damn. See, the crazy part is we know what Dobbs is. He done been in the league 5 years. You know what I mean? He done got cut 3 different times. You feel me? Like we done know what the hell Dobbs is. We know what Dobbs is, man. We don't have to guess.
Yeah, you don't see too many of those
we need.
You don't see too many of those stories where the guy was on like 4 teams and he finally made it, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Geno Smith. Because Geno Smith, it could be a Geno Smith story, I guess, right?
He was really mishandled though, right? You know, like
in New York.
But yeah, you could say Geno Smith. You could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it, man. Hall will ball, man. Shout out there, man. Hall will ball. You hear me?
Credit to that. Hall will ball.
Yeah. If Hall got hurt, what do we have? Yeah, get Dobbs, fill the quarterback room. Yeah, and that's the truth too. I mean, we had to get
somebody.
We had to get somebody, right? Yeah. We had to get somebody. That's a fact. Like
we need a practice squad guy that was not Sean Mannion.
We had to bring in a quarterback, but I mean, I just feel like the Vikings went a little too hard to bring in what they brought in. Like you actually made a trade as if you making a splash out here or something. You made a trade, and it's like, to get a play. All I'm saying is this, guys. I'm just saying this: to get a player of the caliber of Josh Dobbs. Yeah, he is cheap too, but the caliber of player we're talking about here, I'm sure there's a bunch of people in that bin, that you could have called, or and I'm just, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't think there's, because you got him as if it makes it look like, oh, well, he started for the Arizona Cardinals this year. He's a starter. Like, no, he's not. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not. Don't you ain't gonna throw me that motherfucking book, dog. You can't fool me. You might can fool some of these motherfuckers. You ain't fooling me, bro. This man is not a starting quarterback. I don't give a damn if he started 8 games for the Cardinals this year, bro. They started him because they wanted to lose as many games possible, and guess what? They 1-7. They got exactly what the hell they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They went and signed him for a reason, bro, to be 1-7. You know what I mean? So guess what the Vikings can be with him starting? And I know we got better weapons and all that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, I don't know, man. It's gonna be an entertaining season. I like I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Hall, man. Hopefully Hall keeps the starting job, because that is a possibility too. You know what I mean? That is the possibility too, though. You feel me? Like Hall could go out there and look like dog doo-doo. You feel me?
What if Hall takes us to 10-7 and wins that first playoff game? See our starter
That'd
next
be
year.
crazy. Yeah. I think if there was a if there was a Brock Purdy story with Hall, he definitely would be our starter. He'd definitely be our starter. Yeah.
Probably still draft a guy, I think, though. But
Maybe. I guess it would just depend on the relationship that's built over the next 10 games. To where, if Kevin O'Connell really starts to really, trust Hall and be like, you know what? I think we actually have the guy, bro, low key. Like, I think we can use our first round draft pick on something else that we need. Like, if that happens, that would
that'd
be
be like
crazy.
the holy crap, we hit the mother load type thing.
Yeah, that would
Like,
be holy crap. It would be. It would be.
Like, we won't have to worry about the next quarterback. We have him. That'd be like, when we're not saying he is, but
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna say shit like that until I see the dude.
Yeah, I gotta see him play.
I just feel like he's got
I
the
gotta see him play.
makeup of a player. I wish he was 2 inches taller. I wish.
What I'm not gonna do though is, and I get Mateo. He said, "Forgive me for doubting a quarterback who couldn't beat out Zach Wilson." Yeah, Zach Wilson was a beast in college though, bro.
So I saw the video of coaches talked about was they went with the guy that wasn't also playing football. It was like a tie. And they went with the guy, or baseball. They went with the guy that wasn't also playing baseball. He ends up quitting baseball, and then wins the job once Zach Wilson leaves. So, it was a tie between him and Zach Wilson, and
Zach Wilson was a beast in college too, though. So
yeah, it was because he was doing double time with baseball.
Yeah.
And Zach Wilson was good in college.
Gary said Dobbs was basically free, and the Wolves got their wish. Yeah, I mean. What's their? I guess that's where I'm confused at though. Like their wish of what? Like, so are we looking at Dobbs as the starter? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because we have some of the fan base that looks at it like we just brought him in just to be a backup. Don't even stress he's not going to be in the game anyway. We just had to bring somebody in. And then we have ones that think we did this move to please the Wolves, because that's not the first time I've seen that. Gary's saying that now, but I seen that on Twitter too earlier about the Wolves getting what they asked for, bringing in a certain type of quarterback, I guess, to make it look like we're trying to save the season. And I don't know. I think if there were reports out there, like trying to save the season and being aggressive to me would have been more of like the Ryan Tannehills, the Jameis Winstons, you know what I'm saying? Even Carson
Someone's trying
Wentz.
to tell me that we offered the Saints a third round for Jameis Winston, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that, because they would have took that. I didn't hear that, but they would have took that. They would have took that, bro. If that was the case, they would have took that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like that now, if we would have brought in like Jameis Winston or something, like, although he's not my favorite, but that would have been a move more like, all right, we trying to
It'd
save
be
this
interesting,
but
you know
what I mean? We trying to save this season.
I'm not in love with giving up
either.
a third round pick for that.
No, I'm not in love with it neither. I'm not either. But that definitely would have.
We have so many free agents. We need our draft picks.
Yeah.
There's gonna be guys, and honestly, there's gonna be guys gonna be let go. They're gonna be available between now and the end of the season that we could go sign, that we need some cap space for.
Yeah, and I got Gary. I got your text. I'll read it too to everybody. He said the Wolves wanted to try to save the season. Front office sees Hall as good or better than Dobbs, which I agree. I'm hoping that is facts too. I think I see that too. And he said had to appease ownership, knowing that if Hall doesn't pan out and we put Dobbs in, we still potentially fail and get a higher draft pick. That's my thoughts on it. And you know what? I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can definitely agree with that. Like, I mean, because you're definitely gonna fail with a quarterback like Dobbs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to look too deep into it. Other than that, we needed a third quarterback.
We did need a third quarterback.
Second quarterback, and Mannion go to third.
I guess the big question will be throughout the rest of the season is we needed a third quarterback. We needed a quarterback, but why Dobbs? Because to me, Kwesi's a critical thinker. And I feel like he always does things with intention, in my opinion. Like he's one of those guys that I feel like just is intentional with his moves. And I wish I can get in his head. And I know KOC had a big.
I think it's simple. I think it's smarts and physical. Like
maybe
he's
it's
physically
just smart.
the guy.
Yeah, it could be that.
Smart, and he's physically the guy.
Kid is smart. I gotta agree. The kid is smart. But I mean, I still want to kind of get in their head and figure out like out of the landscape of the NFL, because there were other backups that probably were available that were more of a play style like the starting quarterback you lost, like Kirk Cousins. Not as good as Kirk Cousins, but still yet more maybe of the style.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said about Kirk. I'm kidding.
Come on, man. That's realistic.
It's
realistic because it's like kind of like what the Ravens do, right?
Tearing up.
The Ravens know, like, if Lamar Jackson goes down, what do? They bring in Tyler Huntley. And what is Tyler Huntley? The same type of quarterback as Lamar Jackson.
They bullshit put him in the Pro Bowl last year.
But they're smart because why? He's the same type of quarterback, not at the same level, but the same type of quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? And like, we just brought in a quarterback that's nothing like the starting quarterback we had. I mean, nothing like him. Maybe the smarts though. Could be the smarts because he is smart.
Dobbs is number 15.
Oh, he's wearing number 15?
Yeah, who was 15? Because we had all the quarterbacks.
Dobbs, Mahomes. Joshua Mahomes Dobbs. Let me stop.
But who was 15 on our team?
Amir Smith-Marset was last time.
I know, but we had all the so we had 1 through 19 completely taken up until this move.
Yeah.
So 15. Yeah. Who was 15?
I mean, he does have a high IQ though, Dobbs, for sure. I agree, man. He is a rocket scientist. He is a rocket scientist. So
yeah, I think it was like, hey, smart dude, physical makeup, and that's
Bob said. Breaking news: Hall is not hot. Man, why are we doubting the man? Man, the man ain't even play a snap yet, y'all. The man ain't even play a snap yet, man. Y'all chill out with doubting him yet, man. Let him play. All right.
I mean, this is the same crew that wanted us to tank. So a lot of people in this chat wanted us to tank.
Let him play, man.
2 weeks ago.
Because I remember after the Cardinals game, a lot of people, Hall look good, boy. Hall out there. Yeah. I remember after that Cardinals preseason game, boy, Hall looked good, boy. Listen, Hall
first
out there
half,
making reads
until he had to play with the threes again. He took us to a 14, cruised a 14-point lead. Like, he was looking good. Yeah. And that was with the twos. He never got to throw to KJ. Never got to throw to Jordan Addison. Exactly. He never got. I don't think he
never had a good offensive line. Playing with the
God, it was horrible.
Right, so get him.
He finally got to play with the twos. He got to finally throw to like Tristan Jackson, and
I mean, if we want to judge Sunday,
if
we want to judge Sunday, I mean, that 3rd and 8 was a high pressure play. I mean, you're backed up against the end zone.
Look at that tight. I mean, he threw it to our tight end. That's going to be there all the time.
Do a dart to TJ. I mean, hey, and that was his second read. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
and then he had that rollout on the run, got 5 yards on that.
Come on,
it was only 5 yards per throw, like 5.4. But he actually threw it 5 times, or he was going to throw it 5 times, but one was a fumble. Yeah. And that was all on Darisaw. I mean, holy crap, did he whiff?
Hey, SKOL'd TY. He said Jaren Hall of Fame. Let's go. Shout out Sodak in the building, man. My guy Sodak, man. Appreciate you tapping in.
Jaren HOF.
Shout out Jason in the building. I see you, man. We got Yogi in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with Yogi, man. Go hit that subscribe button over there with Yogi if y'all haven't, man. Make sure you're getting tapped in with the guy, man. Dave Thibodeau in the building too. I see you, Dave. He said Dobbs has a degree in aerospace. That's why I say, man. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out this playbook, or does it? Or does it? And maybe that's why they brought him in. God damn it. They're like, hey, they sat in that room. They said, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, this playbook hard, man. We're gonna need a damn rocket scientist to figure this shit out. Hold up a minute. Joshua Dobbs. Hey, call the Cardinals real quick. That's how it went down, y'all. That's how it went down. I'm telling you right now. They said, man, we need a damn rocket scientist to figure this playbook out, bro. Like, we can't just bring in anybody. And hey, they brought one in. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. I mean, listen, if he comes in and he gives us spark, if he does have to play, like say if Hall just isn't him and Hall struggles, hey, we'll root for him. We'll root for the kid. You know what I mean? I don't mind rooting for the kid. I don't mind rooting for him. But Are you paused, Dave? Or you still you just thinking
pondering.
about Kirk being hurt? You thinking about Kirk? You like, man, our season is damn. This sucks that we're in this
I
position.
was just thinking how much shit I got to do.
I agree though with I agree with how our season is right now though, man. Like with Kirk being gone, it is kind of like fuck, bro. Like right when we got to 500, like
I mean, I was thinking storybook shit that was going on. We turned around the season. I mean, even Justin said he was writing a script during the game for MVP season. I'm like, fucking Justin,
bro,
was doing that,
bro.
But I said it before the game too, and freaking Skull Mafia calls me up to apologize to me after we went up 24.
Yeah, he told me he was gonna call you. He told me he was gonna call you. Talk to
it says, Dave, man, I'm so sorry. I was wrong, man. You can tell everybody on video, man. I said, I won't call you out like that. But he's, no, do it, man. I deserve it, man. I mean, I believe.
Me and the Skull bro. Yeah, me and the Skull bro talked. We were like, yo, Dave called it, boy. Hey, listen, we back. And then all of a sudden, like 30 minutes after that, bro, damn gut punch. Gut punch.
And I had to do PSF because Ali no-showed or called out the same day. Can anybody else do it?
Yeah. It's like, yo, I made a thumbnail with the purple Kool-Aid, man. I was about to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was literally about to, go crazy. And I'm like, God dang. Only the Vikings, man. This only happens to the Vikings. You know what I mean? Like we the only fan base that got to go through this type of stuff. There's fan bases that go through shit. But man, we're the only ones that got to go through this type of stuff, right? Where it's like, gosh, man, we got back to 500. The man is really playing good. You know what I'm saying? And he got to go down like that. Sheesh, it'd be different if it was just like a high ankle sprain or something out 2 weeks or something. Like, come on.
First thing I thought was Achilles when I saw it.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah, you could see it, especially when it's a non-contact like that. It's like, that was tough, man.
How about hopping off the field and then he actually walked to the he walked to the cart, and then his first thing was like, let's go.
Yeah.
And then Riser says, first thing I did was went and checked in on him, and the first thing he asked me, did we win?
Yeah.
I'm like, and then Metellus says, was asked what he was like on the plane, and he says he was the same old Kirk, man. Everybody else was down, but he was like shooting the shit, and he was telling everybody about the favorite plays in the game and going, talking to everybody, and the next day he's handing out fucking candy. Like he had every reason to stay home. He's out handing candy out to kids at the practice facility on a freaking walker.
Yeah.
Or roller, whatever you call it.
Shout out to him, man. You know what I mean? Like this whole situation definitely shed a new light on him coming from me. Like, but I mean, again, I still want to move on in 2024, but
Cousins gang.
I definitely would have wanted him, and I'm okay. I'll rep Cousins gang now until the end of the season because that is what I wanted, right? I did want that truly, like, and I've stated that, like, I wanted Kirk to finish out this season and go out on his shield, man. But God damn, to go out like that, it's heartbreaking, man. Even for the people that don't like Kirk Cousins, man, seeing that happen, man, it's kind of like, damn, it's almost like another thing on the board that makes you just maybe like him a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like for real, like, because when quarterback came out, you had a lot of people that didn't like him, but they watched that episode, they watched that series and was like, you know what? I kind of like him a little more. I might not be a Kirk stan, but there's something about the guy I just gotta like. You know what I mean? And I'm like that. But then something like this happens to him, and it's like, damn, I'm getting closer and closer now. Now it's like, damn, man. You know what, man? I feel for the man. Like, God, damn, he had to go out like that, and he was balling. I don't know. I'm inching a little closer, man. But not that I'm gonna be a Kirk fan. I still want to draft a quarterback, and that's one of my biggest dreams as a Vikings fan right now is to be aggressive in the draft and get one of the top 3 quarterbacks coming into the draft. That's what I want to do. But again, we got to deal with what we got to deal with right now. We got Joshua Dobbs, goddamn Jaren Mahomes Hall, and And SK over there talking about Dobbs gang, man. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not joining that. I am not joining that gang, man. I'm Jaren Mahomes Hall gang. I'm gonna ride with our quarterback that we drafted. I will stand behind him, you know what I mean, until he shows us different. But I'm not riding for Dobbs.
I
bro.
feel better about him than Ponder at this point, you know, as a
Facts.
rookie. I'm like,
Facts.
I did not want Ponder. Oh God. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did good in the Senior Bowl. That's why we're getting him.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I'm riding for Hall like crazy. I mean, we gotta admit, as Vikings fans, y'all, man, make sure you hit that like button too, man. There's 32 people in the building. Hit the like button, whether you're on Facebook or you're watching it on YouTube, man. Hit the like button for us. It's free. And that's all we asking, man. Just do that for us. But you know,
And
we
if you
gotta admit, as
already
Vikings
subscribed,
fans,
Minnesota
yeah,
Sports
and make sure
Talk.
you subscribe to Minnesota Sports Talk. Subscribe to Purple Pocket Podcast too, man. I think I'm one away from 2,700. So make sure y'all go hit the subscribe button, man. I need one more sub and get to 2,700, man. Y'all know I don't really keep track of my subs, but
Dude, I'm
yeah.
shadow banned, man. So feel free to come over. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to get my shit.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you know, like again, we gotta admit, as Vikings fans, you know, we gotta be happy though and entertained that we get to see a rookie quarterback. I mean, a lot of us were asking this. We were asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to get what we wish for, you know, an unfortunate way, but hey, we're gonna get what we wish for. Hey, y'all wanted a rookie quarterback, right? You said that everything's good, right? Anybody but Kirk. All right, here we go. You know what I mean? Let's get this road started and we're gonna see, you know. And I'm gonna tell you right now, do I think Mahomes Hall is going to give us what Kirk gives us? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be a different game plan. And this is when we have to lean on our coaches. We have to lean on our coaches to, especially Kevin O'Connell, to change this playbook and understand that you can't just plop Jaren Hall in there with the same game plan and think he's going to do what Kirk can do. All right. Kirk's been in the league 12 years. He has so much experience and he is a student of the game. And I've always said that about Kirk. Not to say Jaren Hall hasn't, but I think time just isn't on his side. So we gotta you gotta make sure you have the right game plan going into this game, for sure.
I said he's gonna be in the practice, or he's gonna be in the quarterback room, and when he's cleared, that he can be on the sideline.
And that's good, man. Because you know, again, I do think with Kirk's character, he's gonna help out as much as he can. You know, he's gonna help out as much as he can. That's for sure. I could see him sitting over there with Jaren Hall after third downs or fourth downs or whatever. If a play doesn't go good, over there with the iPad with him, you know, pointing out things. And I can really see him doing that. I really could see him doing that. So, you know what I mean? That's one plus, man. I think we got a stand-up guy. We really do. We got a stand-up guy.
Cousins.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, again, it's exciting, man. We get to see our rookie quarterback, right? I mean, it isn't Anthony Richardson or goddamn CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. I mean, hey, what if we would have got what was the guy, Hendon Hooker? I remember we were high on, a lot of people were talking about Hendon Hooker. I mean, it isn't that guy. It isn't DTR. That's a lot of us win it, but hey, you know what? It's Jaren Mahomes damn Hall. And guess what? Maybe he's the gem of the draft. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's looking like Will Levis, the damn gem of the draft after one game. But God damn it, you know, hey, maybe Hall's the gem of the draft, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see Sunday, sooner than later. You feel me? We'll see sooner than later. How many days we got? It almost feels like week 1 all over again.
Jesus, this is the roughest season.
And almost, doesn't it feel like week 1 all over again, bro? Like, we're 4-4, so we're pretty much 0-0 if you think about it. It's a new season, new beginning, right? Starting this week, new beginning.
It feels like 2 seasons. One we were awful and one we were
telling
good.
You. And it's like now we're about to start a rookie quarterback. So it's like, God damn, it's like a fucking, you right. It's like 2-1, man. We're definitely getting our money's worth, man. Look at the Jet situation. Yeah, they only had Zach Wilson in the locker room, was turning and disgruntled. Yup. After they brought that veteran QB as the backup, the locker room banded together. That's true too, Sarah. Yeah. for sure. And shout out to Zach Wilson, man. He's been stepping up. You know what I mean, he still has some things to work on, but he's been stepping up. He's been stepping up, man. I've always been a little fan of Zach Wilson, low key, man. Low key fan of him. I just think his situation isn't good. You know what I mean, playing for the Jets, like, come on, dog. Ain't no quarterback going to the Jets when Zach Wilson went to the Jets gonna be good. I mean, you go there to die. Look at all the quarterbacks that went there. Mark Sanchez, first pick, to Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson's. I mean, it's obvious. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely a pattern there.
He was 17 for 36 for 240 yards, 1 TD, 78 quarterback rating.
Yeah, who's that? Zach Wilson?
Yeah, they had 3 points.
Yeah, it wasn't points. It wasn't a crazy game, but they won. And he's starting to learn how to just game manage, and we can use that as what we need to do, as you know, as the Vikings need to do with Hall. Just tell the kid, don't make mistakes. All right.
Don't turn it over.
Don't expect him to be Kirk Cousins. Tell him, hey, let's show you Case Keenum's film in 2017. Look what he did. Right. Be like that, because I think that's what Zimmer drilled in Case Keenum that year. Hey, listen, we're not asking you to be Dan Marino, Steve Young, bro. We're asking you to come in here, read the play like it needs to be read. You know what I mean? And don't throw interceptions. All right. Don't put our team in bad position. That's all. We ain't ask you to do a lot. We got a defense. Hey, we got a running game, which we're lacking that right now. So I don't know. That was the main big difference from now and 2017. But again, it could happen, man. Never know. Never know. We got to hold these running backs accountable. Starting this week, bro. Got to hold the running back.
Dude, I so want to see Ty Chandler in there, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think if anybody needs to step up, it needs to be the running backs.
I think the coaches need to step up, put the right running back. That's
that too.
Ty Chandler got 0 touches, 0 targets in that game, and he played.
Yeah,
he was in there.
And look at his vision. I mean, look at his vision, man. Like,
burst.
I mean, look what he did on the kick return. Like, come on, bro. Like, how much more do you have to see? That's what confuses me about this coaching staff sometimes. Like, how much, even because, again, we'll switch it real quick.
The only guy they were ready to turn the job over to was Ed Ingram.
Right. Because here's another situation. Here's another situation that is the same exact as this running back situation. And all y'all in the chat know where I'm about to go with this. The cornerback position, man. And a Caleb Evans versus Mekhi Blackman. Listen, bro, I
said he should have been our starter, man.
I'm telling you, bro, like, you can see, like, even casual fans that watch the game can see that Mekhi Blackman is better than a Caleb Evans, and especially in man-to-man, a defense that Brian Flores likes to run. Like, it makes no sense. It's almost like, bro, Mekhi Blackman fits your scheme way better, man. Listen, mark my words.
Play the week before.
A Caleb Evans will be a safety before it's all said and done, man. He gives me safety vibes. And now, might not on this team because we're stacked with safeties, but Caleb Evans will be one of those players that switches his position to safety, because that's the type of player he is, man. He plays like a safety. I mean, he doesn't know how to turn his head around for the ball. He doesn't know. I mean, but he's physical. You know what I mean? So good. Be a safety, bro. Be a safety, because cornerback
Blackman's just smoother.
He is. He just understands. He understands. So I don't get it. You know, that's just another situation where we're sitting here and we're watching our head coaches, our coaches, whether that's Brian Flores, and not to throw any shade on Brian Flores because he's been doing a great job. There's just a couple little areas in there, because I like how he's been rotating the linebackers. And y'all know how I feel about Ivan Pace, but I like how one game he had Asamoah in there more because of the situation. And, you know, I like stuff like that. It's okay. I like that. You know, you're adjusting, you're keeping your promise. What you told us when we first signed you, that you're going to treat every game different, and you're not just going to roll the same people out there just because they're called the starters. You're going to look at every opponent as, you know, a new task and plan accordingly. But I think you need to do that with the cornerback position, man. Caleb Evans is not a starting cornerback. And I'm going to die on that damn hill. For real, bro. I'm going to die on that hill, man. I'm dying on it. And we let Cook
Ty Chandler got one snap.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, what did Ivan Pace? He got a little more this past week. He had like 7 the week before. He had 21.
Yeah, he almost got a sack, man. It's like fuck. He's like getting.
He got a holding penalty. I know that.
Yeah, I know. He got a hold of a bad one too, right? That's the one that cost the damn
kick
return. Yeah, son of a bitch. But yeah, he almost got the Purdy. I remember him almost getting a sack in San Fran, or was that San Fran, or was that just recent game? I know he almost got a sack. He was like he had him, but they let the ball go. But I'm like, damn, you're getting there, man. Just need to get a little bit quicker.
Him and Masamoa had like arm tackles that is they missed some tackles.
Is anybody surprised that we haven't seen Jay Ward?
After we've seen him have 2 offsides penalties, and once with the Bucks, and then once with against the Packers.
Can someone teach that motherfucker where the line of scrimmage is at? Please, Brian Flores, teach him where the line of scrimmage is at, man. I mean, or is that on the special teams?
Jay Ward could have been DTR. That could have been DTR, not Jay Ward.
Man, let's ride with Hall, man. I feel like me and Dave and majority of the chat, and I did polls on my page, so the people have the people have spoken. You hear me? Like
71% was Hall for me.
Yeah, hold on, because I did another one today. So right now, I have 409 votes total right now. It was only 200 and something when I dropped my video like an hour ago. So it's going crazy right now. But who would you rather finish the season in 2023? Who would you rather finish the 2023 season out with? And I put obviously Hall and Josh Dobbs. We got 87% say Hall, and there's 13% that say Josh Dobbs, and that's based off 409 votes.
When I did it, I added Mullins. I said Hall, and then I added pick up a free agent or pick up or trade, and it was 71% Hall before the Dobbs thing.
Somebody just posted a good comment on the video I released. They said Hall starts. He gets his chance to make Dobbs obsolete. You know what I mean? And then somebody also said they brought in Dobbs to kind of mold Jaren Hall because he plays a similar style. And they brought in, the experience of Dobbs to kind of get Hall up to speed. Maybe they're gonna they're gonna do what we said. And I know I was just ranting about how we should bring in somebody who was more of a pocket passer, like your starting quarterback, if you're really looking to bring in somebody and keep the same offense,
but
keep it intact as much as you can. But instead you bring in somebody more like Hall. So maybe our offense is going to start developing in. Maybe that's another sign deeper down the road of what KOC, the type of quarterback he really wants. Maybe he does want to start incorporating like RPOs and stuff like that. I mean, that could be a case too. So hey,
we played good. 20 guys on defense last week.
He said, look at the first comment on the channel wrap. Are you talking about on this one, SKOL'd, bro? You talking about on this live or on the on the video? Let me see. Let me see what my SKOL'd, bro, said on there. Hey, SKOL'd, bro, you see why I shot you out last night on the video too, innit? I said my SKOL'd, bro, said, man, Halls is the medicine. Halls is the medicine. Facts. My boy say Halls is the medicine, bro. It's ski. Hold on, I don't even know if I can get to the top, man. You might have to post it again, SKOL'd, bro. I can't see it unless you talking about on the video, because I don't see you on the video. Hall starts until he looks like the S word. Hopefully never. Dobbs is number 2. I don't want to ever see Mullins or Mannion or Dobbs on the field. Issue with his footwork. Fix his footwork, and he's pretty solid. Good video. Yeah. Shout out to Freckles, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy. He said this live. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can scroll all the way up. There's been so many comments. All right, Skull Mafia. Jaren, all right, let me see. Oh, okay. So Skull Mafia said that at the beginning right here.
First
He said Jaren is still the guy. Dobbs has similar skill set. All right, look at my boy. Look at my boy. My boy know his football now. My boy know his all 22 ski. For sure, man. Shout out to Skull, bro. But yeah, man. All right, well, what you want to do, Dave? I know you gonna go work. You gonna go work some extra hours tonight, man.
Oh, I'm gonna go straight to bed, man.
I know you tired.
I've been up since 5.
All right, well, we had a great show tonight, man. Talking about goddamn Dobbs. He said, let's talk about defense. Hey, Gary, listen, I'm going live again this week, man. Obviously, I'm going live Friday, regardless, for my Friday night wrap up. So if you don't see me until then, but I might do a pop up live, man, tomorrow or Thursday for sure, man, because I haven't just did a pop up live in a minute. So maybe I'll do a pop up live Thursday, man, and have Nephew on or something, man. I've been telling Nephew I need to get him back on, but you want to let the crowd know anything, Dave, before we get up out of here, man?
It was me and Justin's year anniversary of our show today.
Let's go.
And I think our year anniversary is coming up for the SKOL'd experience, but I don't know. We'll find that out. So it was the year anniversary. Well, our first show was the TJ Hawkinson trade. So
that
was crazy. We got like 700 views. Yeah, so we got the SKOL'd experience tomorrow. Johnny Football. I haven't been on a show with Johnny in like 3 weeks. So
yeah. And shout out Catch, man. He said the vintage show is tomorrow. We talking about the Love Boat. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with the fellas, man. Tap in with the fellas tomorrow.
Go watch the documentary on that.
Show. Yeah. Hey, for sure, man. And this vintage show is fire.
Smooth sells t-shirts on that shit.
Yeah, man. So let's go, man. Y'all make sure y'all tapping in, man. Give y'all some different flavor, man. Y'all tired of hearing about Josh Dobbs and Jaren Mahomes Hall and who's going to be the best, man. You want to get a break from all the stuff that's going on right now in Vikings community, man. That's when Catch and Tony Bell over there do a great job at kind of just letting you sit back and not have to stress about what's going to happen Sunday, man. You can kind of just watch some new content about the Vikings and relax a little bit because Sunday gonna be a goddamn roller coaster. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Hey, it's Jaren Mahomes Hall, gang. I don't give a damn. I'm dying on that hill until he show me different. I am not gonna judge a guy before I see his ass play a damn snap. That's just what I'm not gonna do. And I am not ever gonna be Dobbs, gang. All right, Dave, man. It was a good show tonight, man. Appreciate you, brother. We had a good time. Dave ready to go to sleep, man. He ain't never leaned back in the chair, dude, so y'all know what time it is.
Terrible right now.
All right, man. We love y'all. SKOL'd Vikings, baby.